And you're listening to Blue Shirt
Underground Show,
the #1 Rangers podcast. Make sure you tune in and find out all the latest news. Let's go Rangers.
Blue Shirt Underground, motherfucker!
Can't be as a Ranger fan. Can't be as a Ranger fan. This is an unlawful gathering. This is an unlawful gathering. The truth is out there. The truth is out there.
This is the underground. This is new media. This is the underground. This is new media.
Ranger fans, report to the critical thinking hangar. Ranger fans, report to the critical thinking hangar.
And now here is the starting lineup for the New York Rangers. And now here is the starting lineup for the New York Rangers.
This is New York Rangers hockey. 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 This is New York.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to New York Rangers playoff hockey. Sam Rose along with John Davidson and Al Troutwig. And I don't think anyone expected the Rangers to win 16 straight. Did you, John?
Well, I think what happens is when a team gets on a roll, everybody gets rolling with them. And then when something happens, like a loss, and it does happen, people all of a sudden step back and they get worried about it immediately. The idea is not to panic. The idea is to figure out what went wrong and get back to your game plan and go forward with it.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to New York Rangers playoff hockey. Sam Rose.
There you go.
Good evening, everybody. Welcome to the Game 4 wrap-up show. Exclusive to our Patreon viewers. My name is Jim, and as always, I'm joined on the other side of the window by the one and only Eddie Geik. Eddie, good evening. Here we are.
You're on a little bit of a delay on my end.
Am I?
Is somebody else getting that? Well, I'm on a delay, a human delay, and I'm the human who's on the delay because I have to say, guys, I gotta apologize for I was a late scratch for the viewing party right off the bat. I feel terrible about it, and I, frankly, which is my middle name, Frank, which I'm not really too hot on. Anyway, I don't know what I was going to say, but I'm sorry I couldn't make it. I had some family business to attend to, and I'm going to leave it at that. I didn't even see the game. I got to fess up. I have to rely on you guys. And Jim briefed me on what happened. I saw some highlights. I saw some dings. But basically, I got the information from a waiter at a restaurant that the Rangers had lost in regulation. That's as much as I got during the day. Yeah, big deals with the chair. It was at a chair convention, vendors. So I'm not going to make believe I saw the game. I skimmed over some of the highlights. I'm relying on you guys and Jim to do the show. Good night, everybody.
Well, first of all, of course, we had the viewing party on Saturday, and we did miss you, but everybody understood why you couldn't be there, so nobody's upset with you. Nobody walked out.
I feel bad because they lost, and I feel like I'm part of the jinx and I'm part of the letdown.
Not at all.
All right.
Not at all. Look, I am convinced there is just nothing that, no rhyme or reason to this team. There's no jinxes. It's just the way it is. Nothing we do really affects what's going to happen. It's going to be what it is. So I'm trying to find the latest on, I guess,
It's
the lineup tonight.
Well, while you look for that, let me just explain where I was at. I felt extremely bad, and I know it makes no sense, logical sense, but I'm gonna have to fly to the Philippines and see Dr. B, because I felt like responsible. And I kept saying to myself, the Rangers played the game. I didn't play the game. I have no part in what happened. And but I still felt like probably for about 4 or 5 hours, I was in a certain malaise, a general malaise, as they say. So I don't know. And then it all comes to an end. They finally score on the power play, Carolina, the Igor Shestitsky. Igor Shesterkin, maybe that's subliminal, gives up 4 goals for the first time. It was the Brodzinski comment that got me thinking Chester. So I don't know. I just felt like all these streaks come to an end, and you know how much I hate that PNC Fairweather Fan Center.
Yes.
And they're fucking towel waving losers they are. So I just later on it just kicked in. Hey, we'll get him tonight and in front of our crowd, and you know. So tell me what happened in this game. I mean, I heard first period Carolina came out like gangbusters.
Right. As mostly expected. I mean, I would have been surprised if they didn't. And they did. They got the early goal. I mean, it's like 2 minutes in, and the Rangers were already down 1-0, which of course, when you're in a bar with 40 people, that completely sucks the life out of the room. And then a few minutes later, it's 2-0. And then, here we go. Everybody's yelling.
Oh, I can imagine.
Blame this one, blame that one. This one sucks. That one sucks. Got to trade this guy. Got to fire this guy. What are they doing? Same old Rangers. You go into your bag of tricks from 50 years of being a fan of this team, and it was all in there. Fucking DeBlois. Goddamn Beck doesn't shoot the puck. Fucking Nielsen got a trip in the rut in the ice. Goddamn Leach has got to slip on the black ice. You name a fucking Richter from 50 feet against Ron Francis. You name it, every trick was coming out of the book, right? Trouba's fault. Everything is Jacob Trouba's fault. Everything Michael Del Zotto's fault. Everything is Wade Redden's fault. Everything is Paul Mara's fault. It's all James Patrick's fault. He doesn't hit anybody. He didn't hit anybody Saturday, by the way, either. James Patrick, not one hit that whole goddamn game.
Oh, well, he's soft.
Mike Gartner, too soft for the playoffs. Still. So
now, I'm
trying to maintain the room, right? I'm trying to everything. They were getting chances. It was just, what are you going to do? You're going to fall behind. Sometimes sometimes you don't take the lead. Sometimes you fall behind. This team's too good to not come back. I said they're going to come back, and then they made it 2-1, and now everybody's up again. Here we go. Here come the Rangers, just like always, right? And then Aho gets the third goal, and they go into the second. They go to the end of the first period, and they're down 3-1. And I was still maintaining. I'm like, it's fine. Just get the chances. Maintain. They'll
you were maintaining your
get the game back in hand, reset, and they'll be fine. And then they come out in the second period. Barclay Goodrow scores about halfway through the period.
What a waste of money.
What a waste of money. And it's 3-2. And they're going into the third period, and I'm telling everybody who listen, they are winning this game. We got 3-2. As far as I'm concerned, we got them right where we want them. 3-2, third period, no problem. We got one problem. We got one problem. Alexei Lafreniere, 2 minutes in, says, Jim, you're right. Not to worry. We got no problem. I'm scoring, game tied. We're going to win this game. We got no problem. We got one problem. A relatively penalty-free game. Both teams. The Rangers, who had managed to stay out of the box after taking 5 penalties in every game of this series so far, 5 or 6, stayed out of the box. Carolina, 2 penalties in the whole game. Or no, excuse me, 1 penalty the whole game. So the whistles were for the most part put away because there were still some plays that could have been called, but the refs were letting them play. 3.5 minutes to go. Guy skating in, starting to go down. Lindgren gets his stick under. Now they call a penalty, right? And you could just feel the room deflate.
Yes.
Now it's tense. Now, all right, we just got to kill this off. And my thinking is we're just going to kill this off, and we're going to go to overtime, and we're going to do it again. And we're going to send all these people home at the Punk Center upset because Alexis Lafreniere is going to get the goal, or Artemis Panaris. He's going to, and we're going to do this. We got it. There's no doubt in my mind, Eddie, we got no problem. We got one problem.
You really did maintain your positive outlook.
I did, and I still have that positive outlook. Like I said, we got no problem, and then we got one problem. Finally, the Hurricanes of all people, to break through on the fucking power play. It's Brady Shea with a minute or 2.5 minutes to go, whatever it was, 3 minutes. And that was it. Rangers did pull the goaltender, did muster a few shots, but couldn't get much going. And that was it. Game over. You want to make your 1994 comparisons? Go right ahead. I'm all for them. If the fans are having a lot of fun putting together the similarities, I'm fine with that. If that all holds true, that means the series ends tonight. But I'll tell you this much, folks. If we're keeping with the similarities of 1994, the Rangers did win the second series in 5 games, but the third series almost killed me. And I was a lot younger then.
Yes.
And that Devils series was probably as close as I've come to death.
Yeah, I agree. That was
but again.
All right. Okay, you summed up the whole game, but I got to start from the beginning. For me, it's all in the details. They went back to Freddie Anderson, I saw.
Yes.
What was the reason for that?
I just think, well, he had the blood. I don't believe it was anything other than managing his time, because he did have the blood clot and he did have an extended period of time out. And with game 2 going into double overtime and coming back and playing less than 48 hours later, I think that was just for his health. I think they felt confident enough in the other goalie. His name just completely out of my head now.
Oh, Chekhov?
Cam Ward.
Puchetkov or whatever his name is?
Yes. I think that's all that was.
Okay.
So, and then he was back. But again, if they're getting shots on goal, I'll take goalie versus goalie. I'll take our goalie every time.
Yeah, I mean yeah. Well, the Rangers have good looks. They have where Freddie Anderson, the Great Dane, was he a difference maker in this game?
No, I don't think so. I don't think he was any better in this game than he was in the first 2 games. I really don't. I don't think the what's his name again? The backup.
Oh,
I'm losing this.
Puchetkov or something like that. Chekhov.
Right, Chekhov. Let's just call him Chekhov.
Yeah.
I don't think it was any different when he was in goal. I just think if the Rangers get their chances and move the puck and do the things they do, they got no problem. I'm not worried. I'd be very, very surprised if the Rangers don't come out tonight and play one of their best games of the playoffs and put this away. I really would. I think they're coming home. I think they know where they made their mistakes in Kochetkov. Thank you. They know what their mistakes were in game 4. And I just can't see them losing tonight at home. I just can't. I think Igor knows he's got to be better. I think he will be better. It wasn't the best game Panarin's ever played. I think there's a couple of guys that know they got to be better, and I just can't imagine it won't happen tonight. Now, the Ranger fan in me sees them losing tonight 5-1 and then winning game 6 in Carolina because they've been known to do things like that too.
I know, but you go crazy. Like I thought of all these scenarios, and it's gonna be what it's gonna be. This is the game where somebody's gonna blow somebody out. That's how I was like, I hope it's the Rangers, but it could be another. All these games have been close.
Yes.
And I don't know. It's hard to sweep. I mean, it's just so hard. There are so many intangibles. Then you get a referee and I totally believe what you say, that calls a penalty that's like, what the fuck? There's 3 minutes left in this game, and you're calling a penalty that's a little bit questionable or soft, as I'm seeing. Now Johnny Brodzinski played in this game.
Yes.
And
he was Johnny Brodzinski.
Well, that's not good.
Well,
Would you? Was there any discussion about Rempe should be in the lineup? Non-Monday morning quarterbacking, because a lot of that happens. That
I think people were mostly okay, with Brodzinski in the lineup if Hedel couldn't go, which was the case because after playing one game, he woke up the next morning sick. And I guess there's, of course, no confirmation on whether or not that is related to the concussion, but he did skate this morning.
Yeah, I read that.
And now I'm reading
game time decision, or is he in the lineup?
Hedel is not playing, from what I understand, and from what I'm reading on Twitter, Matt Rempe was on the bench doing his pregame ritual. Him and Brodzinski were both in warm-ups today.
Uh-oh.
But based on the morning skate lines, Brodzinski was the guy slotted in.
Oh.
So not really sure who's playing.
I see Jonathan Riggs is already with the sick thing.
Right.
Well, I think from what I read, that would be an upper body injury, right? That wouldn't be illness. I mean...
Yeah,
I don't know.
Of course, everybody's speculating because Hedel did go very hard into the boards in Game 3.
Right.
So, and once you get one concussion, you're susceptible to the second one, and the third one, and the fourth one, and the fifth one.
If he was that fragile, I don't know about he's got the Philly flu. He's got the punk center.
Flu. I've kind of been playing back and forth line. I didn't think Rempe should be in the lineup for the games in Carolina, but I did think after Saturday that he should be in the lineup tonight since they get last change.
Yes.
Just thought he would inject some buzz not only into the fans, but the lineup, it seems like.
The enthusiasms.
But again, Peter Laviolette knows his players better than I do. If they win tonight, I don't give a shit who's in the lineup.
Right. I mean, I think again, going from the just the box score like in the old days, was it like the big guys really did not contribute as much as they have in the previous games, the first and second line, or?
Yeah, this was a game best played by the third line and to a certain extent the fourth line.
Now, I saw Kakko's play on the Lafreniere goal. I think that was it. Yeah. Was Kakko better?
Yeah, it was probably one of the better games he's played.
Okay.
But, he did get the assist along with Gustafsson. Wheeler also skated today. So, in a full contact jersey. So that's good.
Richard Scott also skated with Michael Sauer.
Corey Potter. Corey Potter was out there. So,
okay, all right. I feel like I have a better grasp of this game now. Now, as far as the viewing part,
look, it was like every other game. It was there for the taking. All of these games have been there for the taking for both teams.
Now, as far as the viewing party goes, you said that you were kind of maintaining. Who was Costa the only guy that was really, despondent over this? Or was there a little bit? He had some others.
The prevailing the prevailing theory was that I was told by a couple of people, no more playoff viewing parties.
Oh, okay.
And I'll abide by that because they
Yeah.
basically told me if you have one, we ain't coming.
Well, people have their rituals and stuff.
They do have their rituals, and I'm fine with that. And our record is in the playoffs what it is. And you make your bones in the playoffs, as I say. And this show is yet to make its playoff bones. So,
Right. And I think, it had to be important if I didn't watch the game at all. I mean, it's a playoff game. And I was telling Jim before the show, I haven't missed a playoff game, which ironically, since I was 15 or 14 or something, when the Rangers played the first game in the 79 Cup, whatever year it was, I don't know, 78, 79 Cup. And it was Mother's Day, and I was too young to go into the bar of the Moose Lodge that my dad decided to celebrate Mother's Day in. And
nothing but the best for your mom.
What?
Nothing but the best for your
Nothing
mom.
but the Moose Lodge.
Right? The Elks Club was too crowded that day. And Denny's was closed.
That's true. Boy, I never thought of that. But, listen, we were people of simple means back then.
No,
I'm only kidding. I'm
sure your mother enjoyed it, whatever, as long as.
You didn't have to cook.
Right.
You didn't have to cook. My mother was very strange. I don't know if your mom was like this. Like, when we go, I know this is so bad, but my mother would take some of the tip back whenever we went to a diner or out to eat. Like, my father would leave some money, and she'd go back and take like $1 or $2 for herself. She goes, "Why should they get paid? I cook at home. I don't get paid." What? Now, I was too young to be like, this is super embarrassing. But I don't know.
That's funny.
Yeah, my mom liked money. All right. So anyway, happy Mother's Day. All right. Let me see if I have any other questions. Let's see. What else we got? The face-offs. How'd they do on face-offs? Because they've been disastrous in the last game.
Face-offs were close. I think it was 51-49 in favor of the Hurricanes.
That's much better.
Right.
But not a lot of power. Who officiated this game? Was it anybody that apparently...
hang on, I can tell you. Officials, it was Jean Hebert and Garrett Rank.
Jean Hebert, wasn't that guy who used to do the famous model's hair? Jean Hebert? He had like... I don't know.
And Steve Barton and Jesse Marquis were your lines people.
Oh, what was his name? Jose Hebert apparently was this hairstylist.
Oh, gotcha.
I talk so loudly, even my wife could hear me 3 rooms down. What? Subway encourages you to tip? What? I mean, come on. Those people, they limit my whatever they put each piece of onion they're counting out. 1, 2, 3, 4. Come on. Although
tonight's referees, if you're interested, Dan O'Rourke and Francois Saint Laurent.
I've never heard of these guys, which is a good thing. If it's the Kelly Sutherlands and the other guy there, Chris Looney Tunes Rooney, those guys, stay away from.
Do you want to know the home team's record when Dan O'Rourke is the referee? Or would you rather not know?
That's not a good omen when you tell me. What's the record?
Home team's record is 45-14-6. Home winning percentage 74%.
They should keep track of like how many power plays
they do. What do you want to know?
Well, I mean, how is he at officiating? He's a guy who's got his is he a whistler or he's got keeps
50,
the whistler in his pocket?
He's pretty much right down the middle on penalties on the home team and the opposition.
Yeah, you're right. You know,
Saint Laurent is a little more tilted, but not by much.
Jim brings up a good point that you really got to be concerned about the refs. But back in the day when they were at least they were accountable for their mistakes by wearing their name on the back.
Right.
So you knew Bruce Hood was going to ref. Let him loose, Bruce. They all had nicknames.
Roger Medill.
Wayne Medill. Oh, yeah, it was Medill. Greg Medill. And you had your there was always like one guy. They remember Kerry Frazier. Before that, there was that Andy Van Helleman. He was like, Chadwick used to go nuts. Andy Van Helleman. He keeps a notebook. He would have a little pen and pad when they would have the bench clearers and write. That's a joke. That's a joke. Thank you. And now they are impact referees. They were, but at least you knew you were getting in the back of the day right away. They knew this guy's not going to call shit. This guy is terrible for both teams.
Andy Van
Helleman is going to call it, Pat DePuzzo. Wasn't that one of the this linesman? He used to be a girl up in the Blues who was related to him. And she would have a DePuzzo's linesman jersey on. She was a Ranger fan, apparently. Yes, one ref. And you knew what you were getting. Now it's fucking potluck, but at least you got the stats there.
And not only are they incompetent, they can't get out of the way.
Bill McCreary, yeah. I'm sorry.
Can't get out of the way.
Terry Gregson, he's
constantly getting in the way of clears and players, and there's too many of them on the ice. I've been saying it for years. Too many of them on the ice.
Yes, Terry Gregson was considered a very good referee. He fucking sucked. Dan Marijuana. Dan Mariuelli, yes. I remember that guy.
Another one, yeah.
It's so funny hearing these names. I'm going to throw them together. Dennis Morrell. All right, well, the Rangers got to take care of business. And it looks like Florida, they're up 3-1 against the Bruins.
Right.
I mean, again, you got to beat the best. Like Rangers and Carolina are so tight. What was it, 4 points? But I think you hit it on the head when you said, I'll put Igor Shesterkin anytime to beat anybody, anywhere. And I think tonight, and then they lose Marchand, the Bruins, too. He got hurt.
Yeah, I think he's out for the series.
Oh, boy. Yes, it looks like their goose may be cooked. Will I be worried? Yeah, of course. I mean, it's natural. I'm all about taking care of business. Hey, listen, fashion and hair. I mean, I got none of it. And I've never really been a fashionista. I've been wearing shorts and T-shirts since 1988. Never wore jams, though. And also never wore those parachute pants that were big.
Did you wear Zubaz?
I don't even know what those are.
The sweatpants with the zigzags on them. They were big with the Italians.
The Italians?
Yes.
No, I never wore that.
Never wore Zubaz pants, huh?
No, I don't know. I gave up early. I'm like George Costanza. Remember when he wears the sweatpants and he goes, I see he gave up or something like that? I slept on the parachute pants. What's Jinkos? Deanna, we got to come on. You can educate me for oh boy.
Those were Zubaz pants.
Oh, yeah. I do remember people wearing that.
And he would drape himself in velvet.
Ensconced.
Ensconced
in velvet. Wow, Jinkos are back. Is that how you say that? Jinkos?
I guess. I don't know.
Isn't that the name of the olive oil company in The Godfather?
It is.
Jinkos. Yeah. See if you can pull up Jinkos. Wow, we just turned into a fashion report.
These are Jinkos? Hold on. I've seen these.
This is like MC Hammer type pants. Oh, those. I hated that. This is when everybody wore like 40 sizes too big.
Right.
I got plenty of those clothes that I still wear. You go. Wow. I was not into that. That whole you wear Not a fan. Not a fan. Come on, Chris. I never see you wear them. Get out of here. Now you're messing with me. Well, maybe we'll do a fashion report once we win the Stanley Cup. It's all over. All right. So are they're going back to Freddie Anderson now tonight?
Haven't heard. I assume so. Haven't heard.
Did Brent Pesce play?
No.
Okay. It's funny Brady Shea got the goal because he's been in the box when the Rangers have scored some goals on the power play and game winners and overtimes. So it's ironic. I wouldn't say it's funny. Oh, please. I'm nobody's fashion hero.
Well, the Hurricanes just posted a picture of Frederick Anderson.
The Great Dane?
Freddie. So I guess he's playing.
Okay, this will be my last question.
Igor Shesterkin leads the Rangers out onto the garden ice for warm-ups. So I guess Igor's playing.
It's not quick then.
It's not quick.
It's not quick. Okay. So Pesce is still out tonight. I think that's kind of a key. Did they play Kuznetsov? Did they?
Yes.
Okay. I don't. I'm just trying to tie up all loose ends here.
They still freeze too.
Who did?
They'll quit.
Oh.
Yeah.
Did they?
Yeah, assholes.
Oh, they suck. The hell with them.
I'll say hi since I have my jersey on. Where am I?
There you are.
Hi.
She's on her way to work.
Okay. Hope
you.
work goes fast and the Rangers win.
Yes.
It's my busiest night.
Yes.
Rempe is in on warm-ups. No broads on the ice. Broads or broads? Oh, no, Brodzinski.
Both. No broads or broads. Rempe is playing. This is coming in live from chat.
Wow.
Rempe is playing. That's the word on the streets.
Well, the enthusiasms will be high. The crowd better be into it.
And we should mention congratulations to the Hartford Wolfpack, who have advanced to the Atlantic Division Finals.
Yeah, I heard you might be going to see that.
And tickets are like $25
wow.
in Hershey.
In Hershey.
Which is about an hour and a half away.
I might go. I have to look at the schedule, but I wouldn't rule out going to a road game or a home game. Both about the same amount of time, I think, for me. But the Rempra's new clothes.
I guess. Well, the best bet for me for a Wolfpack playoff game would be Saturday night, but I guess the big boys got to take care of business before I can make any plans for Saturday.
Yes.
Love my baby Rangers, but first things first.
Yeah, we got to take care of the big club.
Right.
All right. I think it's about time I get to my couch, do my pregame rituals, and watch this game, and I'll see you probably on the other side of a Ranger victory. And hopefully we can do a big show tomorrow night.
All right, so that's what you want to plan. Okay, so
wait, hold on.
If the unthinkable happens tonight, then there are 2 days off before the next game.
Yeah, Tuesdays, I think. Oh, Tuesday night, I'm no good. I just realized.
All right, so let's just plan on Wednesday night. If it's a in between games wrap up, then we'll be here. If it's advancement, then we'll be a big show.
Oh, Filipino's got body soreness. I haven't heard this since Donald Brashear. Out with body soreness.
Body soreness.
That is the last time. The last time I heard that.
Unrelated.
Here we go. You conspiracy theorists. Would they lie to us? Of course they would.
Coach Laviolette would never lie to us. All right, so either way, we're coming back Wednesday night. It'll just be a matter of where and when.
That's
and how
right.
big.
And how big.
All right.
All right.
I don't really have anything else to say about Saturday's game. I've said all I can say.
I'm caught up to speed. I'm ready to root. Let's get this done. Let's finish them, as they say, in what is it, Tekken or the other fighting game? Finish him.
Finish him. That was
Mortal Kombat.
Mortal Kombat. Yes.
Yeah. Let's do it. Come on. Let's just blow their doors off. Come out quick. Come out good. Don't get behind.
Right. Take it right to him. No fucking around tonight. No waiting for the kick in the ass. None of that stuff. Let's get right to business.
I'm going to wear my gaucho outfit tonight.
All right. Thank you all for being
My
here.
leg
Let's go,
warmer.
Rangers.
My leg warmers, too.
Enjoy the game. We'll see you Wednesday night. Eddie, always a pleasure. Good to have you back, my friend. I missed you on Saturday, but all is well. No more playoff viewing parties.
Yeah. The people have spoken.
The people have spoken. The Rangers have spoken. The hell with
Thank
the people.
you, guys. Let's do this. Let's go. Rangers.
All right. Thank you for your support, everybody. We love you. Good night, everybody.